Have you ever watched a gangster movie and wondered if the actor on screen was the real deal? Well, in the golden age of Hong Kong cinema, one man didn't have to act. He just had to be himself. Today, we're diving into the incredible life of Wai-Man, a man whose fists were as famous as his face. A true legend who walked the line between the criminal underworld and the silver screen. Born in 1946 in Hong Kong's New Territories, Wai-Man's childhood was far from ordinary. He grew up in a hacker family, and from a young age, he was drawn to martial arts. He wasn't just learning for fun. He was training for survival. He practiced everything from traditional kung fu to Western boxing, honing his skills until he was a formidable fighter. By the age of 16, his prowess was already well known in his local area. It was this reputation that brought him to the attention of one of Hong Kong's most powerful triad societies, the 14K. Now, joining a triad wasn't like signing up for a club. It was a serious commitment. For Wai-Man, it was a path that offered brotherhood and respect in a tough environment. But he was smart. He knew that being just a street fighter had its limits. So, at 17, he made a surprising move. He joined the Hong Kong Correctional Services and became a prison guard. Think about that for a second. A triad member working as a prison guard. This gave him a unique perspective and, more importantly, a network. He built connections with some of the most influential figures inside the prison system, expanding his influence in the underworld. After 2 years, he was dismissed for his triad affiliations, but it didn't slow him down. He then joined the police force, becoming an officer in Yomati, a district notorious for its criminal activity. This period was like something out of a movie. He was a cop by day and a triad enforcer by night, navigating a world of blurred lines. His superiors even gave him a nickname, Number 73, because his triad background made him incredibly effective at gathering intelligence. He was the ultimate inside man. But Wai-Man's true calling wasn't just on the streets. It was in the ring. He loved to fight, and he was exceptionally good at it. In 1970 and 1971, he won the Southeast Asia Boxing Championship, showcasing his skills to a wider audience. His most legendary fight came in 1972. It took him just 35 seconds to knock out his opponent, a Japanese fighter, cementing his reputation as one of the most dangerous men in Hong Kong. He famously said, "The triad legends you hear about, like Lee Seokai and NG, they were just actors. But me, I really fought." His words weren't arrogance, they were a statement of fact. This incredible fighting ability didn't go unnoticed by the booming Hong Kong film industry. In the 1970s, producers were always looking for authentic faces to play tough guys. And who was more authentic than Wai-Man? His first major role was in the 1973 film The Iron Bodyguard. He wasn't just playing a character. He was bringing his life experience to the screen. Directors loved him because he didn't need choreography. When a scene called for a fight, he knew exactly what to do. Throughout the 70s and 80s, Wai-Man became a staple of Hong Kong gangster and action films. He starred in classics like The Club, Project A, and Legacy of Rage. What made him so captivating was his authenticity. When you saw Wai-Man on screen, you believed him. He had a natural charisma and an intimidating presence that no acting school could teach. He often played triad bosses, enforcers, and tough-as-nails cops roles that mirrored his own life. One of his most iconic roles was in the 1983 film My Days in the Underworld. In it, he played a character grappling with the complex loyalties and violent realities of triad life. The film was a raw, unflinching look at a world he knew intimately. He even served as a consultant on many films, ensuring the portrayal of triad rituals and slang was accurate. He brought a level of realism to the genre that was unparalleled. He once said that 70 to 80% of what you see in those films about triad life is true. But his life wasn't just action scenes and movie sets. The law eventually caught up with him. In the late 70s, he was arrested in a major police operation against the Triads. The evidence against him was substantial, including weapons found at his home. He faced a long prison sentence. However, thanks to his connections and a skilled legal team, his sentence was significantly reduced. It was a close call that reminded him of the precarious balance he was maintaining. As Hong Kong cinema evolved, So did Chan Wai-Man. He transitioned from being a leading man to taking on memorable supporting roles. He worked with a new generation of stars like Andy Lau, Stephen Chow, and Chow Yun. Even in smaller parts, his presence was undeniable. He brought a sense of gravitas and history to every film he was in. He wasn't just an actor. He was a living piece of Hong Kong history. In the late 90s, as the golden age of Hong Kong cinema began to wane, Chan Wai-Man started to shift his focus. He wisely invested his earnings and transitioned into business. He moved into the wine trade, becoming a successful distributor. It was a new chapter, one that was far removed from the violence of his youth. He proved that he was not just a fighter, but also a shrewd businessman. Looking back, Chan Wai-Man's life is a story of transformation. From a young street fighter to a triad enforcer, from a police officer to a boxing champion, from a movie star to a respected businessman, he navigated multiple worlds, each with its own set of rules and dangers. And he didn't just survive, he thrived. He embodies a specific era of Hong Kong, a time of rapid change, immense opportunity, and underlying grit. Today, Chan Wai-Man is in his late 70s. He's a grandfather, a respected figure who occasionally gives interviews, sharing stories from his legendary past. He speaks with a calm, reflective demeanor, a stark contrast to the fierce warrior he once was. He doesn't glorify his past in the Triads, but he doesn't deny it either. It's a part of who he is. He often emphasizes the importance of loyalty and integrity, principles he has lived by throughout his life, whether on the streets or on a film set. His story is more than just a real-life gangster tale. It's a testament to adaptability, resilience, and the sheer force of will. Chan Wai-Man wasn't just playing a gangster in the movies. He wrote the script with his own life. He is a true icon, a bridge between the hidden world of the Triads and the dazzling world of cinema. A legend whose story will continue to fascinate audiences for generations to come. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the life of a true Hong Kong legend, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories. Let us know in the comments which other icons you'd like us to cover. See you in the next video.